Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video out at the range today with heavy metal. Super excited to be out here today. We are at the range with the brand new CVA Cascade XT. Ever since this model was announced, my phone has been ringing off the hook from you guys saying, when are you going to get the new XT model and tell us about it? Well, today is that day and I'm super excited about it. Let's just get a real close look from front to back. Factory muzzle brake. It has a fluted barrel. This is a number 5 taper, so a little bit heavier barrel. Camo stock. It's got a larger bolt knob. Comes factory with what CVA calls their crush zone recoil pad. If you're not familiar with the Cascades, I am a huge Cascade fan. Last week we took a couple whitetail with our Cascade in 22-250. Go check out those videos if you haven't already. But this is CVA's brand new Cascade XT model, and this particular one is chambered in 6.5 PRC. They're chambering these in quite a few different cartridges, so if 6.5 PRC doesn't float your boat, they are loading it in a ton of the common calibers. But we're out at the range today to get our very first thoughts, get this baby sighted in. On top of this thing, I've got a 20 MOA rail. Since it's in 6.5 PRC, we're going to do some long range boulot slinging with it, and that 20 MOA rail is just going to give us a little bit more help to really stretch out there. On top, I have got a Blackhound Evolve. It's got 5 to 25 zoomies with a 56 bale out here. So a big old optic on this baby. That's also going to help us really stretch out there with the 6.5 PRC. But just slap this on here. So I'm going to go back to the bench, get my laser bore sighter, get it on there close, and then we're going to go back to 100 yards, get it sighted in, see what we think about it. Today I'm going to be using my Banish 30 gold can on this PRC, and the boulots I'm going to be slinging is some of this Hornady 147 grain ELD match stuff. What's the BC on this? Pretty high BC. On the G1 scale, it's a 697. That is incredibly high BC. Definitely a flat round in the 6.5 PRC. But let's go back to the bench, get it bore sighted. Then we'll go back to the further bench and get it dialed in at 100 yards. But I'm excited to get this rig a little bit hot, see what happens. Check it out. All right, so like I said, I just slapped this scope on. This is a brand new setup, so we got to get it bore sighted. What I do, I've got one of these lasers. So what I'm going to do is at 10 yards, this is just the way I do it, I've got a target with 2 dots on it. The bottom dot is where I want this laser to be, or where the boulot's going to hit. The top one is where I'm going to be aiming. So I've got my laser on the bottom dot, and I'm going to dial the turret for being right on with that top one, and then we should be pretty close to that on when we go back to 100. So I like this scope, by the way. All right, that ought to be pretty close. Man, I like this scope. All right, so I'm gonna come a little bit more left. You see from the center line, my hit was a little right. So I'm gonna adjust my scope back to the middle there. And then I think we ought to be pretty good there when we go back to 100. Let's go see what happens. All right, here we go. If I didn't tell you already, this has a detachable magazine as well. I know that's a feature that some of y'all like to ask about. Does it have a detachable mag? I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 in the mag here. Got a big old piece of paper down there at 100 yards, so looks like the 6.5 PRC gets 2 in the mag and 1 in the pipe. So for now, we'll just load 2. But what I was saying, I got a big old piece of paper down there. I'm gonna take my hat off. Big old piece of paper down there, so from the bore sight, we ought to at least be on paper here. So I'm gonna take my time, focus on my squeeze here, see where we're at on paper at 100 yards, and we'll start making our adjustments. Now the sun's in my eyes, so I'm gonna put my hat up to block the sun here. First impressions of this scope, it's that Blackhound Evolve. Super impressed with it. Good eye relief. Something with some boogie like a 6.5 PRC, you want some good eye relief. But I'm gonna slow down, quit yapping, do my best here on my squeeze. So our bore sight was pretty close, wasn't it? So I'm gonna make an adjustment based off of that. It's a shade right, so I'm gonna bring it a little bit to the left. There is 3 clicks for the right and left, and looks like we probably need, this is a mil scope. It's up, so we need to go down, bring it back to where we hit. Gave it 4 clicks down. Now let's see where this is at. Then we'll do some groups here with this ELD match stuff. Super smooth bolt there. I've only had 2, but no snags so far. Also, anybody who's curious, this has a 2-position safety. Back is safe, forward is fire. Let's send another one after that adjustment and see if we're on the bullseye here. Oh yeah. I like those 2 Bulot side ends, especially when we're talking about some of this pricier Bulots like the 6.5 PRC. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna load 3. There's 1 in the pipe, safety on, mag out. We're gonna do a 3-shot group here. I'm gonna do my absolute best. Now, based upon what I did just there, it hit exactly where I adjusted it to. Based on that, I think we're gonna have some pretty good results matching this stuff to this Bulot slinger. If you've flung as many Bulots as I have, you really gotta find the loading that your Bing Bang likes. Also stay tuned for that. Coming out real soon, we have a ammo test of the 6.5 PRC out of this baby, including some of the hunting stuff that I've been able to find. So that's going to be a fun video. Stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed with the notifications on. But I'm going to send 3 right here, really focus on my squeeze, and see where we get. Good squeeze there. 2 more without adjusting the scope. Good squeeze there, guys, and that's touching. Whew, we can stop the video right there. CVA Cascade XT is awesome. There's the results. You know, we could talk about this stuff all day, but the proof is in the video footage results, guys, and that just put them about in the same hole. Let's send a 3rd. And that one hit a shade right. That could have been me, but that's still about a 0.6 inch, 0.7 inch group at 100 yards. Now I'm gonna go let this thing cool for just a minute and go make sure my target camera's running. That'll give us time to make sure this thing cools down, give it the benefit of the doubt. Then we'll do another group and it should be awesome. And I remembered to bring my calipers, so we're actually going to measure these groups. All right, so we let this baby cool. Let's do it again. Do another 3-shot group here. See if we can beat that last one that we did. I think we can. Oh, still punching that bullseye. If you're new to the show, those circles I do down there, that's tracing a penny, which is 3/4 of an inch. Send 2 more. That one felt like it jumped. Where did it hit? About a 1/2 inch lower than the first one. Send another one. And that one touched the second one. So we're going to measure that one too. Now, that's a little warm, but it's not scalding hot. Let's go ahead and send 3 more. And we'll just call this one a warm barrel group, not a hot barrel. See how we do here. And there we go. So, just from looking back here, our best group was our first cold bore. Probably going to come in at a 1/2 inch group. Then our second best was our second cold bore. Probably going to come in at a 0.7 or a 0.8 inch group. And then with the warm or hot barrel, which now it's up there pretty warm, that looks like it probably right at about a 1 inch group. Let's run down there, take a quick look, and we'll measure them with the calipers. Oh, don't drop those on the ground. But off the cuff, it looks like 1/2 inch group cold bore and a 1 inch group with a hot bore, which in my book and all the stuff that we do is quite impressive. Let's go down there and take a closer look, and then we'll measure them. All right, so sighting this baby in off of our bore sight. That was our first hit. Made a quick adjustment, got a bullseye. Went ahead and did a 3-shot group here, all just about touching. Let it cool. Came back and did this 3-shot group, 2 of them touching. Then with a hot or warm barrel, we came up and did this, which now that I'm looking close at it, that might actually be about a 0.8 inch group or so. But let me grab the calipers and measure these groups we did and be right back. All right, guys, so measured these groups even better than what I estimated. So our first 3 flings out of that XT cold barrel, 0.491 inch group. Hey, that's good. Second cold barrel try, a 0.615 inch group. And then went ahead and did a hot barrel group and got a 0.758 inch group with a hot barrel. That is pretty impressive there, guys. 3/4 of an inch group even when it's hot. But when it's not, we got a 0.6 and a 0.49. Pretty awesome. All right, there you have it, guys. Like I said, the proof is in the tape. CVA Cascade XT, this one in the 6.5 PRC. 0.4 inch group and 0.6 inch group with cold barrels, and a 3/4 of an inch group with a hot barrel. I don't care who you are, that's impressive. And that's with piddly old me out here on a rickety rest. So somebody who really knows what they're doing, hey, you never know what could happen. But hey, all that being said, this Cascade XT, hey, it likes this Hornady 147 stuff pretty good. Like I said, stay tuned for more on this rig. We're going to be doing a test, trying out some different loadings from some other manufacturers as well, including some of the hunting bulots. So if you're trying to hunt with 6.5 PRC, we'll test out some of those. But hey, absolutely love it. The brand new CVA Cascade XT, this one in that 6.5 PRC. Like I said, we don't need to talk too much about it. The tape showed us what we wanted to see out of this thing. But hey, pretty awesome. I like this Blackhound Evolve too. Like I said, this is the first time trying that thing. This is another one that we can get you discounts on for being WHOTEEWHO viewers. So if you're feeling froggy and need some optics, let me know and we can get you some more deals on that too. But hey, CVA Cascade XT, this time suppressed. That cam saved our ears. But hey, appreciate y'all watching. Let me know what you think about this baby. You guys that watch the show know I've been a CVA fan for many, many years. But hey, appreciate y'all watching. Let me know if you got any questions about this thing. Stay tuned for more on it. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one. WHOTEEWHO!
Load it up and get all the zoomies you can. 30-06, 10 mil, 50 cal. It don't make a difference, man. We like to shoot and let